We grew up around the whole gang scene, and that's what we ended up being. We come through and ended up being gang members at the end of it. So I was just trying to change the whole picture on what I seen growing up and reformulating it so the next generation coming up under me or anyone surrounded by me doesn't push that way down that path, they go the opposite way. And there's actually opportunities for them to chase at the end of it. Really, that's the end goal.
This podcast is proudly supported by the Ōtara Network Action Committee, ŌNAC, community-owned, community-driven and community-led.
Kia ora, my name's Danielle. I am from We Are Ōtara Podcast. Today we're sitting with the Rival City Mixed Martial Arts, and they're going to introduce themselves.
Kia ora, my name is Nina. I'm 17 years old and I was raised in Manirewa, so Rival hard.
My name's Raquel. I'm from Ōtara.
My name's Memphisiah. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Kura.
Hi, my name's Fono. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Kura.
Up to my name's Cruz and I'm from South Auckland.
Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm 16 and I'm from Rival.
My name's Kaitiaki. I'm 16 and I'm from Manirewa.
Kia ora whare, my name's Syke. People know me out there as Cycling, aka the rapper guy. My name's Carl Thompson. I was raised in Ōtara and later on in life ventured out to Manirewa, and since then I've been out there working with the youth, trying to pull them in off the streets and give them more opportunities towards a better future. Chat.
Cool, thanks you fellas. So we're all from South Auckland by the sounds of it. I'm from Ōtara, raised in Ōtahuhu, and kind of did the same thing. Moved all around towns, all around cities, and different parents and aunties and uncles raising me, and ended up in this space where there's a lot of positive things. I thought we'll get you guys in here to share your guys' story about how life's changed for you and what that looks like. But we will start off with your guys' MMA and how that came about and what's kind of kept you in that MMA scene. So if somebody wants to talk about their...
Yeah, so we initially started, we started off with my sons were kickboxing. I was meant to send them to Thailand. They got into a bit of trouble at school. And as they're progressing through all the struggles as teenagers, going through the schooling system, they ended up getting pulled out of school. And they went into martial arts, which gradually dragged all of these ones came into the picture. They were my kids' mates, and then they started coming over one by one, seeing what they were doing with the training and stuff. And that's how they come together as a whānau, and we formed this Rival City thing. And took it to centre stage and started fighting in the ring with like some of the most up there gyms in the whole country. Like they're challenging Ghostfoot, Lee Garden, if you know, ETK and all this sort of stuff. Myself, I did about 20 years in the fight game. So I fought about 18 years ago. I was fighting and then I went into the music game. Spent about 20 years in the music game, touring the whole country, Australia and that. And then I come back and sort of venture off away from the rap game and into the martial arts scene. And I got a little bit older, my kids started growing up, so I dragged them into the martial arts scene. And these ones were a part of that time. They ended up in the mix because they were in the streets, out there doing what you used to, just like smoking weed and all that sort of stuff. And I could see they were going down the same sort of path as me. They were going to end up being gangsters, criminals and all that sort of stuff, and we didn't want that for them, so we tried to help them. Me and my partner, she's actually over there behind the scenes, smiling on the camera at the back there. We
shout out
to Jay. We just try to pull them away from the streets and all the negativity out there and give them, better opportunities.
Yeah, because that would be like similar to how we were raised, because so we're siblings, so I'm a namesake to his mum, and our mums used to roll together and do all those things.
Yeah, it was pretty rough back then. Leather jackets.
Yeah.
Leather jackets.
We turned out all good.
Kegs, fighting, parties.
Yeah, so we turned out alright. If you can see us today, which are, they're no longer here with us, but if they were here with us, I'm sure they'll be very proud, especially of how far you've come to, brother, and what you're doing for the kids.
They're going to end up like me if I don't keep pushing their path, on the positive line. They'll probably end up going to jail and incarcerated and all that sort of stuff. They'll ruin their life. And we don't want that for them. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
So tell us more about your guys' training and how that looks for you. What times you start, and does he give you breaks?
Now's the time. Now's the time. You can man on camera.
1 minute.
It's like a better lifestyle than.
It's a motive.
Yeah.
It's a good motive.
Yeah.
It keeps you doing something. It keeps you preoccupied. Your mind. You don't get to even stop and think.
He don't give us any breaks either.
It's hard.
Keep that off the camera, too.
Only Sundays. So what type of trainings do you get into? Is it like running? Or?
Sort of like everything, really.
It's
Like
all
running, gym, and back into every day.
So is it upper body? Just for people out there who don't know what mixed martial arts is, and just to give them a fair idea about what they might expect if they want to jump into your guys' gym.
It's not easy. It is not easy. It's hard.
It's worth it though.
It is worth it, definitely.
People look and think that it's easy, but as soon as you jump on and try it, it's actually pretty hard.
It's hard, but you keep doing it.
But you can push through it. As long as you can push through it, you can do it.
No, man, it's got to be tough.
Yeah.
Expect to get hurt.
Gotta have the right mindset.
Expect to get hurt.
Exactly, the right mindset, and you got it.
This is our main motivator over here.
So no fear, eh? Just
No
jump
fear.
in, no fear.
In there.
Give it a go. Cool, and that must be making your parents proud of you, eh? And what you're doing today. You might give them a motive to want to better themselves for the up and coming next, your guys' younger siblings, if you have younger siblings, and things like that, eh? And then you got a good role model beside you too, and he's been through the bad side and now the good side, so yeah, you guys get to see the rewards that come with it, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. So I did hear recently that one of you have won a fight. How was that for you, and were you nervous going into it?
No, not really. I just sort of got over the nervous stage. But no, it was nice connecting to his face. Beautiful.
Proud moment, eh?
Yeah.
Well, put all your training to hard work, put all that training into, and you reaped the rewards.
Utilised it in the ring.
Yeah. Cool, so are you looking at fighting again?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Oh, awesome. Good luck with that. I hope maybe some of us from here can come down and support you and cheer you on, and hope you make that connect again, because if you don't,
I make the connection.
This guy's been trained shit. I doubt it. Highly doubt it.
Don't want to ruin this pretty face of yours, eh?
Yeah, he's on Forged Warfare this weekend down in Rival.
Oh, that's a long trip.
We've been for a sort of tough fight camp. I reckon they got what it takes to get the win on this next one. His last fight camp, went for about 2 months, 2 months sweat, tears, grind, running hills, all that, lifting weights, getting beat up every day with the gloves.
So he's all got to lay one on him?
Just every day. He went through Shark Tanks. We did Shark Tanks on the last 3 days before his actual fight. I thought it was the previous one, eh?
Yeah, it was the previous one.
He got dropped in there, which motivated him to get up and try harder, and then he ended up dropping the guy that dropped him. But that was like that was a proud moment for me as a coach, watching him get dropped and then seeing the fighter able to reach deep down inside, get back up and try again, and end up dropping the guy before the round was up. So that was like, proud of you, boy. Good man.
Was it McDonald's on the couch or?
No, that was a grand on the couch.
So it does pay off in the end, eh? So that must be awesome. So you mentioned something about Shark Tank. What's a Shark Tank?
So Shark Tank's when the actual person that's fighting goes in the ring by themselves, and then whoever's all in the gym, all the fighters go through them about 5 times each. Without a break, you get no break. They're in there for over 1 or 2 minutes, and they just full on like 70% sparring.
Whoa, no, that's...
So he gets no break, they go in 2 minutes, the next person, just crunching.
Well, that takes a lot of courage and as well, like fitness level and things like that. So
yeah, the fitness level is pretty high at the moment.
So do you all get put in the Shark Tank position, or is it good? All of you?
Only fighters.
Only fighters.
At the moment, it's only us two.
Oh, so you guys are due to fight soon too?
Yeah, this weekend. This weekend.
First fight?
Second.
Second. So you kind of have the same...
No, my third fight.
Oh, third and second fights. What's it like for you fellas jumping into those fights?
It's like nervous, like nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Well,
it's like heaps of adrenaline.
Yeah,
Adrenaline, yeah.
Which is like most sport, eh? Even because I play touch in summer, so even when I go to those, and it's friendly, even when I go to those games, I'm still nervous. And it's only a friendly touch game, so this must be very, make you very, what's the word?
Nervous.
Anxious going into those fights, and it's one-on-one, so you expect to get physically hurt and things like that, eh?
It's gonna be tough.
No, you just gotta move, be tough, use your eyes.
Yeah, and that's when you see
Listen.
all your fitness pay off, eh?
Listen to corners. You're all good. Do what you do.
Yeah. Is that like the corners, is that like similar to boxing? Like your coaches and stuff behind you?
Yeah, Waterman, so he's cornerman and assistant coach. He actually comes from New Era, another gym.
Yeah, I'm in a different gym.
Oh, okay.
So how he come into the picture, he was best mate.
Yeah.
Growing up, and he came across from New Era to help. So shout out to New Era for having the boy crews over and like allowing them to come over and help these kids out. Too much. And yeah, that's what he does.
No, he's a bully. He's actually a bully.
Honestly, he's a bully.
Hey, no, he's a good motivator. He'll push them. You know, when they're lacking, they start lacking. He's like straight away. Like, get up, push yourself.
Yeah.
You know, he's that guy that he'll just whack you with a stick if you're not moving properly.
Yeah, good motivator and someone who believes in you fellas too. So that must be really nice having somebody your guys' age that believes that you guys can do it, and always there to support you throughout that the whole process, say from the beginning all the way to the end. So yeah, well done, New Era and Rival Gym for making this big thing. Because I wish that there was something like this around when I was young. You know, somewhere where I could go and take my anger out, because, you know, when I was mad at my parents, I was just mad at them, so I'd just go and do dumb things out in the streets that I thought would eventually get me back to them, but it didn't. It just made it harder to get back to them. So that's, I really like this, what you guys are doing, and you're doing it with the younger kids as well too. So would these be your guys the oldest lot that you're training at the moment?
This is the oldest lot now. We got there's about 30, nearly 40 students, 3 different class seats. This is the main class.
This is the fighters club.
Fighters class. All the other ones are just coming through, they're learning the basics before I start hand-picking them out and put their heads on the chopping board, basically.
Yeah. So what's it like?
See if they've got it. See if they've got what it takes to get in there and compete against all these gyms through the country.
Yeah. And there's always somebody that's going to train harder and longer than you fellas, eh? So it's trying to beat that to be able to beat them in the gym, eh? So what's it like because I can see 2 females here, what's it like for you girls to get out there and into this space? Was it nerve-wracking for you fellas to come in?
Yeah, definitely. It's a definite big step coming into like a gym, meeting all new people. Like when I first started, I didn't come much because I just like hated what other people would think of me. Like especially while doing training, I'd feel stupid, and I just didn't want to get a hiding from any of the boys. That's fine. But yeah, it's really hard, but if you put your mind to it, you'll be able to do it. You just got to keep pushing through.
Yeah. So it's not just a male sport. There are females behind the scenes that they can get it done as well.
Yeah.
Way to go, ladies. Girl power.
But it is scary though.
It is,
very
yeah.
scary.
It's having to
No, but
get
it's
past
all
the
good.
bit where you're sparring the boys.
Yes, that and that too.
Yeah, that's
It's good.
understandable.
It's good though. It's good to have the boys be to be like, come on,
That
you
hard.
know what you're doing.
They still got male in their name.
I mean, it's good for when your fight's coming up soon, anyways.
Yeah.
From the boys.
Because a girl's hurt because you only versus another female, you would never get put up against.
No, they're just fighting females. So she's fighting on Future Generations in 3 weeks. 3 weeks is their debut. And she's actually in fight camp right now.
I'm actually very nervous, but
We went to Soldier one day and we were sparring there, and the head coach picked her up. Like, she wasn't even on any card. He's like, who's that girl? The girl with the jeans on. I want her on the show. And I was like, which one? That one? She's like, no, not that one. Went straight to her, and I looked across the room, and she's at the back, like, pia, pia. You know, I was like, oh shit, that one. Yeah, I talked to her. So we made it happen the next day, and I sent the details back. So yeah, she got chucked in the deep end. She's on the card.
Nothing new.
So that would be your first fight. And you
yeah, my
said,
first ever fight. Oh yeah. I'm nervous. I reckon I got it.
yeah, you've got an awesome
She's got-
support team behind you as well.
Yeah.
That will keep you pushing, and with the bro over here, I don't think you've got a chance to even deny the fact that you. Yeah.
Nah, she
Nah, she
ain't
beats me in the gym.
She ain't lacking when kilos around her, man.
So I heard you say Future Generations. What's that?
So that's a competition. I'll send the flyer so you can put it on your actual video.
Yeah.
Future Generations was a fight card built from Terry. He's like one of the judges and official for the actual kickboxing and Muay Thai world. So he created a youth show. This is one of the biggest youth shows out in the community in South Auckland at the moment. So it's pretty up there on the fight cards.
Oh, cool. Yeah, send us some videos so we can have a look through.
Yeah, so she got an opportunity to jump on there and showcase for the first time. So.
And are all of these fights that you guys register or get into, are they all free? Or
No, you got to pay the promoters to get into the fight.
So that will be where you come in there and
No, for them, like the fighters and the coaches, they won't get some free, but like for spectators,
Oh, yeah.
because there's like obviously a fee.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. You got to pay for all those utilities that's being used during those fights. So the fighters get in for free.
Yeah, the fighters get in with the coaches and the corner.
Oh, cool. And gym memberships, what's that? Is that you pay for the memberships, or do some get funding, or do they have?
Out of love.
Just at the moment, like there's separate classes. The fighters class, they get it out of love. They just gotta work.
Work hard.
So like I pay for them, and that's our bond between them. If you're not working, then you're getting
Chopping board.
chopping board.
Well, that's
But
good.
like we got other kids come in and they pay like $50, $100 sign-up fees and $50 a month
Cool.
per child. So these ones they get it all like
Gotta bring
yeah,
it up.
discount, family discount.
Just as long as you're just showing up and proving to the coaches and managers that you guys are there to work, then they'll be able to put that funding behind you.
Yeah, well, it's more about building a better future for them too, because like growing up from what we grew up in, we grew up around gang members, obviously. We grew up around the whole gang scene, and that's what we ended up being. We come through and ended up being gang members at the end of it. So I was just trying to change the whole picture on what I seen growing up and reformulating it so the next generation coming up under me or anyone surrounded by me doesn't push that way down their path. They go the opposite way. And there's actually opportunities for them to chase at the end of it. Really, that's that's the end goal.
That's somewhere they can take all that frustration out and.
Yeah, cause like I don't want to, getting older, the more wiser I get, I don't want to look back and see all my nephews on the corner of the streets selling drugs or over in another corner over here smoking
Smoking.
like high on the corner, you know, or fucking high off, oops, sorry guys, over in the corner, high off pee and all this sort of stuff. You know, like the government looks at us that way because we are official gang members, obviously, but we don't want to, and from the inside of it, we don't want to see that for our youth out there.
Yeah.
Like standing on the corner, just doing what we've seen as kids, looking up to our older peers that were actually doing it, and that had a big impact on our life and influenced us to go that way. So we ended up being, you know, drug dealers and jail.
Yeah.
Up here, down in Spring Hill, like getting shifted around all the prisons in New Zealand. Before our time, when we were like, back then I reckon if we would have listened to what our parents were trying to drum into our heads, I probably would have ended up different, but me myself, I never listened to it. They remind me of me, I was like them, like hard-headed.
Yeah, and you got to be the example, eh? Before
I was like real hard-headed, just never listened. Out in the streets, hanging with my mates, and like all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes it was, you know, they tell you to do one thing, but they're not doing it. So then you're kind of looking at them like, hey, you don't even know because you're not even doing it. so I was like, I'm not going to listen to you because you're not even doing what you're trying to make me do, which was go to school and get an education. But yeah, and put down the drugs and things like that. I was like, why should I when you guys are all doing it? So that kind of makes it harder. So it's good that you're there setting the example for them, because I do see you running along, training with them.
Yeah, sometimes I'm dead too fit, man.
But it's cool that you guys have that experience, because I'm sure the kids, just like how we grew up, they were all from South Auckland, we all grew up the same way. Our parents were all doing the same thing, which is sometimes we don't blame our parents, and we never know what was going on behind the scenes for them as well, and their upbringing. So what we can say now today is that, you know, we've changed. We're trying to set the foot forward for the next up and coming generations. So cool, that's really cool. Do you have anything that you guys want to say to the youth that might be going through what you guys were going through, if they ever come past our videos? Some positive messages just to kind of bring them into your guys' gym or off the streets.
Fuck, it's not worth it, eh? It's not worth the case. It's like the world now, to get anything you need like a criminal check. It's not worth it. Can't get a house, can't be on a benefit or anything, can't get a job. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it.
That's why most of them go for it. They see everyone with all the money, all the racks, and they're like, I want to be like that. But then as soon as they see what it takes, they don't want to do it. But then at the time, it's too late. They're already stuck in it. Can't go back.
It's not worth that. Like just that little buzz of fun. It's not worth it.
In the long run.
Yeah, in the long run, that's not worth it. As you grow up, nothing. Be a bum.
Yeah. Oh, that's some real positive feedback from some kids who's, you know, live the same lives as you fellas, and you know, can come across your guys' videos and see some sort of inspiration for what you guys are doing here today too. Because I'm sure your guys' generation, you grew up in the early 2000s, right, where technology and that first came into play.
Yeah, the 2000 kids, 2000 and up.
Yeah, so there's a lot of influence by the media and that too, that can kind of lead you astray sometimes, eh? And then the feedback from that and all the comments and things that might get you down. What makes you push past all of those things, like social media? Because most people just rely on social media, and mental health has become a big thing. So what's your guys' main motivation to push past all your mental health? And is there somebody you know, that might be here today, or parents, or somebody that inspires you to do better?
Training, really.
Training.
Finding your own goal.
Just want to fight, eh?
Everyone that motivates.
That's not worth it.
Training on the
If you got anger, you just take it to the ring.
Take it to the gym.
It just helps you not think about other problems that happen in your life. So you're just training so much to the point where you just are so tired to even, you're just not bothered with the rest of your problems. You just go and go to sleep, wake up the next day and repeat.
Hard.
Yeah.
Staying active.
Yeah.
And I've only been doing this for a week.
Just go fight.
Yeah, I haven't even been doing this for that long either. I feel really good. I'm glad that I started coming to training.
Same.
Because if I didn't, my life would have been really hectic. You know, not going to school, wagging all the time, smoking out in the streets, starting fights out in the streets.
Yeah, here it comes. This is what we want to do. This is what we need on there.
Yeah,
Kids.
wow.
Down the pipe. Send it, send the story.
That's what's good about training too. It stops you from doing all that stuff.
It makes you realise that fighting in the street is stupid. Like, it's not cool.
Just puts you in a better mindset.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was a troubled kid. I like bullying kids out on the street, like giving them hidings, and you just grow up and life changes.
I went to school and I only made it to year 11, and then after that I couldn't go back to school because the teachers didn't like my attitude, my attendance. They didn't like me at all. They said I was a bad person with bad intentions. So I decided to go to course, and that kind of helped, but not really. You know, like my family, my nan mainly didn't want me to be going to course because she just thought that it wasn't good for us to be going there. Yeah. Because it's just, you know, in Rewa, starting a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Because it's easy, to find trouble. And it's easy for trouble to find you too.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a magnet to trouble too.
Especially
anything and everything.
Yeah, because there's just even sometimes, even when I come to Rival, there's like old people that look at me sideways, and I'm like, hey, what are you looking at? But then I'm like, oh, leave him alone, he's an old man, or just leave them alone. And then they're throwing up all their signs, and I'm like, hey, I just want to run you over with my car.
They're right if you leave them alone. It's just don't get up in their face.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just keep to yourself,
minding your business and going about your day. But sometimes we'll wake up angry. That's the first place I want to do is hit trouble and find where trouble is and go looking for it, really.
You know, that's what's good about training.
Speaking on that, wake up, training helps it a lot.
Training helps because you don't have the time to be doing that. In the gym.
So we got them on a routine. They're basically in the gym 4 hours in the morning, from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It takes away their whole day. They go home and rest, and then they're back in the gym 8 o'clock at night time. 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, so it's sort of taking the hours that they could be spending getting into trouble away from them.
Yeah.
And they're working on themselves, and every single one of them, it's not, they're working on themselves individually, they're building themselves up health-wise.
Yeah, it pays off in the future, definitely. So, growing up in South Auckland, what was that about? What was that like for you? And we're all from different parts of South Auckland, eh?
It was the worst. Started in Clinton, went to Rewa, into Ōtara.
And the moment it was fun, It was fun. Straight up. It was fun. It was cool that I was gonna go to YJ. It was cool it was cool that I was seeing all these people stealing cars and I was with them. It was cool. But had to grow up. Knew where I was gonna go, and I was gonna go to YJ. Got saved from Genesis Youth. Yeah, they saved me. Took me to a gym. Never looked back. That was 2 years ago.
That's awesome.
Halloween of 2022. Yeah, I had my first training.
My birthday.
Yeah, had my first training. Threw it away, threw that life away.
Was that just before lockdown, or was it just after lockdown? Because
it was just after.
Just after lockdown. So that was something that we all needed, I think. Even I think I needed to go somewhere after lockdown because it was what was lockdown like for you growing up in lockdown?
It was the worst.
It was fun.
Made me feel like a couch potato, just jamming the game all day, every day.
It was fun. Lockdown was fun.
No, it wasn't.
Stealing cars. It was fun in the moment.
Yeah.
I think the lockdown just made me lose more interest in school. Because I felt like I was getting less help than I actually was.
Everyone, that was when I dropped out of school.
Dropped out of school I got kicked out at year 10.
I got kicked out at year 9, started college, got kicked out, turned 3. Went to course, got a job. Then lost my job, now I'm fighting.
He got kicked out for slapping a teacher.
I think I had to leave school.
The guy,
trouble kid.
He's like that.
Somebody kicked out teachers.
Oh, cool. What an inspiring story. So we're going to wrap it up because I feel like we could sit in here all day and have different conversations, and I'm sure you need to get back to training. I don't think you want to, but I'm sure you need to, especially with your up-and-coming fight. So I'm looking forward to, hopefully we can come down for a little road trip and support your fight. If not, we'll be at maybe your one in 3 weeks. So that's real cool. And is your fight in Auckland?
Yeah, it's an open on Soxford at the Cosy Club.
Oh, there we go, family. So if you guys want to come down, support our rival Gym MMA, whānau, because I'm sure most of the people watching will be your whānau. Come down and support your children. That's what we need over here. Brother can't do it on his own, so it would be nice to see some people come down and support our kids, even if it's not whānau, even if you're just somebody watching and sees the story and wants to follow along. Come down. So one more thing before you go, we'll ask each and every single one of you a goal where you want to see yourselves in 5 years, and what that might look like for you, and then maybe future on in the years you might remember us and be like, hey, let's go and follow up, I reached my goal, or I changed my goal, because goals will always change. But yeah, let's start off with some goals where you want to see yourself in 5 years.
Let's start off with the champion talk.
I hope I'm somewhere. I hope I'm alive in 5 years, that's for sure. But this MMA that I'm doing now is like a really good motive for me, and I'm hoping that it drags on just continuously, and I'm ultra grateful. Like, I'm really grateful for what I have and the people that I have around me, and I hope it continues and stays that way.
Cool. Good luck. I hope it does too, because it's really inspiring.
Yeah, it is.
To be a weapon for you.
To be the undisputed UFC champion.
No, that's a really good.
That's our boy Ang. We call him Ang in the gym.
That's
I'm background. Rainbow Warrior, the one and only.
That's Rainbow Warrior 2.9.
You're a body boy.
Yeah, like Nina said, it's like good motives, reason to get up every morning, every training. 5 years, and I just want to be able to provide for my family and that.
Yeah. These are all awesome goals. I'm loving them, because I might steal some for myself too.
What's
What
your
about you,
goal?
bro? I think your first goal would be to
My
hit
goal,
this knockout.
that's to be a weapon now for UFC. I want to be the one and only weapon.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm off to one championship. I'm off to one. I want to go scrap. So I want to go do what I love to fight, love to train and go scrap. Yeah, it's all, it's my life, scrap. Yeah, that's all I can say.
He's on like undisputed record at the moment, eh?
Yeah.
6-0.
Yeah. I'm on a good record, a good road. Just gotta keep running it. Run it till wheels fall off, I guess.
Awesome, man. This is cool.
Gas runs out there.
Yeah, till the gas runs out, wheels fall off.
And I'm
The
sure those
engine
goals.
blows up.
Yeah, and I'm sure these goals weren't your goals when you first came into it. It was a lot different, like you explained earlier. So that's mean.
Yeah.
It's really good to hear that all these positive things are coming from our youth.
I just want to make sure that I have my life together in 5 years, and want to make my brother proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we love our big brothers.
What I really wanted to do was make a name for myself and show the people that support me that I can actually do it. Because they're helping me through all of it. So I'm showing that their help actually matters.
Yeah, put it to work, and show the rewards. Cool, these are main goals. Brother, have you got a goal for yourself?
For myself?
Yeah.
Not really for myself, no. My goal is just to make sure they make it.
Yeah.
Make sure they make it through the doors and push them to where they need to be. And yeah, that's my goal.
These are all.
Plain and simple. Like, follow, subscribe.
Yeah, shout out.
Follow us on Facebook, on Rival City MMA, YouTube, all that. The fights on. If you want to watch the fight, his fight is on Southwalls. Southwalls 5 should be released on YouTube soon. All of this guy's fights are on there too, under the New Era banner. This guy's first fight's on there.
Don't watch that, he gets dropped.
And Southwalls 2, I think. And yeah.
That's alright. I think the main goal is getting out there, right, brother? Like just getting into the ring is a huge step. So
That's right, okay, we got you. You ain't gonna be getting dropped anymore, huh?
whether you get dropped or not, just know that you're doing what's best for you fellas, eh? So, you know, work harder, train harder, and just keep the positive mindset that you guys got going, because, yeah, it's really inspiring. And, you know, I've got kids up and coming that will eventually, hopefully, come get training from you fellas, and I'd like to see you in their corner whacking them with the stick.
I want to be like Kuna when I'm older.
Yeah, but whacking them with the stick and getting them straightened into that line, because, you know, with a lot of things out there that can lead our kids astray, you know, it's good to have a big support behind you, and this is awesome that you guys will be, you know, you got big support, and all of our kids are still young and up and coming, so good on you fellas, and thank yous for coming in again. We've got some donuts for you to take home in a few.
And ran straight back.
What's the saying?
Their merch, they do supply and sell their own merch at Rival City.
We win or we learn.
That's our main motto, we win or we learn. You can pick the t-shirts up for $50. The hoodies, you've got full tracksuits, 120 for the tracksuits. Just send a PM to the Rival City MMA page, and we'll be able to help you out with the merch.
Catch up, gang.